Do you remember a time when you obsessed over something or someone, telling yourself that it's the only thing that will make you truly happy, even though it's bringing out the worst in you? Well, that's our main character in Soul, Joe Gardner. After this man dies, he tries every possibility to get back to Earth and play with the famous jazz band, an opportunity he has been waiting for many years. It's not until he meets 22, a soul who is not interested in going to Earth. Nothing can convince 22 that Earth is for her. I'll be using her to refer to 22. 1, she's played by Tina Fey, and 2, 22 uses a middle-aged white lady's voice to annoy everyone.
I just use this voice because it annoys people. It's very effective.
So, moving on. Joe, desperately needing to get back to his body, jumps at the opportunity to help her get her Earth badge, a symbol that signifies a soul is ready to descend. However, nothing works. In desperation, both Joe and 22 seek the help of Moonwind, a lost soul guide who helps those who have become their own worst fears. But in an attempt to get back to Earth, Joe becomes too impatient and lands in a cat instead of his own body. Now this is where it gets interesting. When Joe and 22 fall to Earth, they accidentally land in the wrong bodies. Joe falls into a cat's body while 22 occupies Joe's body. An unexpected turn for both of them. This is also where the beauty unfolds. Joe Gardner, trapped in a cat's body, has no control over his environment. He now has to guide 22 to get his body ready for tonight's set, but 22 has been a soul for 1,000 years, so the first thing she has to learn is how to walk. Desperate to get out of the hospital, Joe pushes her to take her first steps, something most of us take for granted. Both characters, for the first time, or in a long time, rediscover the meaning of something as simple as walking. Once outside, 22 becomes overwhelmed by the bright sun, chaotic city sounds, and Joe Gardner's constant instructions. So like any overstimulated person, she runs to a quiet, empty space. When Joe finds her, 22 begins describing all the strange things she's experiencing, hunger being one of them. So Joe steals her a slice of pizza. With one bite, 22 realizes pizza is one of her favorite things. A surprise for Joe, because in the end, it's just pizza. When they arrived at Joe's apartment, one of his students appears at the door. Connie, a gifted young musician, has come for her lessons. But this time she's ready to quit because she doesn't think she's good enough. Joe, still preoccupied with getting his body back for the show, tells 22 to ignore it. But 22 is curious about Connie's frustration with the pressures of band, something she deeply relates to. As Connie prepares to quit, she ends up showing 22 something she's been working on. In that moment, 22 sees something important. The love that Connie has for her own music. That moment inspires 22. Maybe things aren't as boring or pointless as she once believed. Meanwhile, Joe Gardner doesn't realize the inspiration he has been on his own students. His former student Curly is the reason Joe even got the opportunity to audition with Dorothea Williams. But Joe is so focused on his big break that he completely misses the impact he's already had. Later, another beautiful moment happens at the barber shop. Joe accidentally gives himself a terrible haircut, so they visit Des, Joe's barber. Usually, Joe only talks about jazz while getting his haircut, but this time, 22 is the one in the chair. Since she has never lived before, she asks Des how lucky he must feel to have found his spark cutting hair. But Des surprises him. His dream was actually to become a veterinarian, but life changed because of family illness and financial struggles. Still, he found meaning in what he does now, and his spark never disappeared. Joe looks completely surprised by this conversation, but 22 didn't control the moment. She simply showed curiosity. We see something similar happen with Joe's mother. Joe is 46 years old, working part-time as a band teacher and picking up gigs whenever he can. His mom worries about him constantly, afraid he would struggle financially like Joe's father did. But this time, with 22 in Joe's body, she speaks honestly and confidently. Her words encourage Joe to finally stand up for himself. Soon after, he's wearing his father's old suit for the performance. Seeing his mom and 22 bonding while tailoring the suit is a beautiful moment for Joe. Throughout the film, both characters grow by experiencing life, even in the wrong bodies. 22 once believed life on Earth was pointless, but after spending a day experiencing simple things, walking, pizza, conversations, she begins to realize there is more to life than she thought. She even begins searching for her spark. But Joe, still focused on the show, accidentally shuts her down. This leaves 22 confused, lost, and afraid. Yet somehow she fills in the final piece of her badge, meaning she's ready to go to Earth. Instead of using it herself, she gives the badge to Joe like she promised. Joe returns to Earth and finally performs with Dorothea Williams. The show is incredible, but afterward, when Joe steps outside, everything feels the same. No sudden fame, no dramatic life change, just the same apartment, the same life, and jazz. But the loneliness feels heavier now. Later, Joe discovers several small items that 22 collected during her short time on Earth. These objects inspire a melody that reflects her day, the tiny moments she experienced. This sends Joe back into the zone. But 22 has become a lost soul, overwhelmed by fear. Joe finds her in a dark void filled with shadows and echoes of all the mentors she has ever had, repeating the worst things about her. Even Joe's own voice appears among them. Still, Joe keeps moving forward. Finally, he shows her the small leaf she found during her day on Earth, and something changes. Joe realizes something important. His spark was never just jazz. It was all the tiny moments that make life meaningful. Life isn't about one single purpose. It's about many small experiences we often overlook. Soul is a beautiful film, and I definitely recommend checking it out. I'm curious, have you ever let a spark turn into an obsession that led you down a lonely or anxious path? How do you balance your passions with the rest of your life? And did you enjoy this film? Well, that's all for today. Wishing you a happy day. Ciao.